Thank you for
Awesome. Oh, you're welcome. And Andy, you got some good news for us all?
I have.
I have. It's been a long time coming. Tell us,
Uh,
Andy, what's happening?
First rent to rent, done and dusted.
Amazing.
well done, lad. Very
Where
good.
is it? Give us the details.
Sheffield, minimum 125 a night, up to probably about a 147 was the next closest, which is actually in the same block. So I worked all my numbers on 125. Basically picked up the keys on Friday, giving it a good clean, and we should be having the beds delivered on, should be, if not before, the 4th of next month.
Amazing.
So
Well
Amazing.
yeah,
done, mate.
it's all cleaned and everything, and putting rugs in and everything. So yeah, it's definitely come to life fruition, really. So yeah, it's been good.
So good. It's so good.
Can
I'm
I
so
ask
happy for you.
how long it took?
Oh,
Sorry, Savine. How long?
don't ask.
It's a good question, that, Glenn.
I think
Taking a while.
yeah, it's probably been it's what would you say now? I joined the one two. It's
So
probably
give us a
about
bit of a background, Andy, about you,
I'll,
what training you've done, and how you got to from point A to now having this deal.
I joined the academy, the Samuel Leeds Academy. I think it was in November. It'll have been 21. Yeah, it'll be November 21, I think, if I'm right. Yeah, and so then I done all the training. So I've all done all the lease options, rent to rent, selling deals, VRRs, basically done every course you can even do, even the development mastermind as well. I've got lots of or quite a lot of experience in development anyway, built apartments myself, not solely on my own. That would be very, very difficult to do it all on your own. So yeah, so I worked on construction sites as a site foreman, and then basically just taking it from there really, and just wanted to do more to myself really, and then between myself and my family, we've got a lot of experience in construction anyway. So then we built a house for my parents, which was actually really, really good. Really, really enjoyed it. Again, when you're working on building sites, you're just very specific in that one kind of area. Whereas when you're building your own house or your parents' house, call it, you're just involved in everything, and you just learn so much more as well, and it's just a lot more interesting as well. So really enjoyed doing that. And then house that my I should say my ex-partner and I had a house in Marple Bridge, which is actually going to be demolished and rebuilt as well. So there's potentially a good income coming off that as well at some point. And then this is my first rent to rent as well, which I've been trying to get for call it about a year and a half now.
Yeah, you missed the biggest part of that, Andy, and that was that
Yeah.
you joined me and Debbie.
Well, yes, exactly. Yes. Yes.
Forget your houses you've built. Forget
Yeah.
everything. No, I'm joking. You've had a great journey. Obviously, you've had a lot of bumps in the road, should I say? A bit of time off. I know you took a fair few months off around the Christmas time and took a break. And then you come back to it. You come back to it strong. We've been helping you going over contracts and going over deals and going over this and going over that. And yeah, you picked up the keys last week to your first one, and
I really don't think I could have done it without Joe and Debbie's help, and they've just been very supportive all the way through, really. And it's just been good to, even though I've had a good few months off it and everything, that just to be able to send a message and just say, I'm either back or can you help me with this? I think that's just been second to none, really. I mean, you wouldn't get that kind of service from, and I'm sure Jane can even back me up on it as well. But I just think I don't think you will get that kind of service from any other property education course, really.
No, I appreciate that, Andy. And I'll be honest with you, you have the worst timing when you ring me. Every time you ring me, I'm cooking food. And it could be at random times of the day, but it's like at random. I'm always making some food when Andy rings me. As soon as I feel my phone vibrating in my pocket as I'm cooking, I go, "That's Andy." I just know it's Andy. But no, it's great, man. And I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you've got that one. And now it's about scaling as well. Once you get the beds in, you get the guests in. It's like, right, that's systemized. It's running itself. Let's move on to the next, onto the next, onto the next.
Brilliant.
Is this for an agent or direct with the landlord? Or
this is direct to the landlord.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's I think where it is, I mean, if it's not going to work in Sheffield, because it's direct in the centre, it's close to Ponds Forge, which is like the place for all the swimming and everything like that. So we have a lot of swimming events come to Sheffield. It's not far from what is it called? Crucible Theatre, where they hold
the
the
snooker.
world, like the snooker and everything. So I think it's in a very good location. So I think if it's not gonna work in the location where we've got it, it's probably never going to work in Sheffield at all. But I'm really confident with the numbers and everything and where it is as well. So.
And did the landlord need any convincing, or was it quite an easy conversation? Or
it was actually, I would say it's probably the easiest conversation I've ever had.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So I would say I've really struggled up to now with it, but I think with this lady, I think she was just very, very on board with it, really, and she was just like, well, yeah, it's just as if it stops me having to pay the bills and everything and dealing with tenants and everything, I'd rather be dealing with yourself. And I was like, well, yeah, you can deal with me. And yes, it was just very, very straightforward, really. And just met her on Friday, had a coffee, signed all the contracts and everything, and now the ball's rolling. So
I can see you had a good mentoring then.
Yeah.
Which is easy now. Happy for you, Andrew.
Thank you. But that's all down to Joe and Debbie.
No, it's not all down to us. We're obviously giving you the support where you needed it, but you've been very perseverant. Obviously, you have. It's taken you a long time, and there's no hiding about it. And I don't think you should hide about how long it's taken, because it's the truth of this journey. Some people do get quite lucky, and the first couple of phone calls they get that yes, and it's a great deal. It works out really well, and they're smashing it within a couple of months. But then some people, like yourselves, Andy, it takes a lot longer. But then you've said this landlady is really open. It's a very easy conversation, and it's just about meeting that right person at the right time, and it will come to you. It might be a few months down the line, it might be a few years down the line, but you need to stick at it, and it will happen. You just need to keep putting the work in, and it will happen. But no, it's absolutely amazing. I'm so excited.
Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome, man, and thank you for obviously all your nice words as well you just said. I really appreciate that.